Hello, everybody. It might be a little too dark. Hold on. That's a little better. Yeah, it's better. So it is 2:30 a.m. and looking for something to watch, and I just saw that they added Zack Snyder's remake of Dawn of the Dead to Netflix. Now, I just covered Romero's trilogy in like January, something like that, and Dawn of the Dead went below Night for me for the first time in a long time. So it's my least favorite now out of the original trilogy. Excuse me. So now I'm really curious because I haven't seen this movie, this remake, 10 years, maybe. So it's been a long time. I don't remember much from this movie. I know that Sarah Polley does a great job. I know it's a fantastic remake. I know it has a great opening. I don't really remember anything specific besides that in it. So this is going to be a really interesting rewatch for sure. But I don't know. Let's see how this fares up after so long. This is Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead remake from was '04, right? Yes, '04. And Ving Rhames is awesome and everything, but this I remember him being awesome as well. And I know a few people like Mike, if you see this, you're one of them, right? Who likes this better than the original by Romero. I could, I could see it. I guess. Like I said, I don't remember much, but I remember it being great. So I could see that for sure. But I don't think this is going to go up for me over Romero's. But who knows? I do remember that they do a very good job of showing like how quickly the zombie infection spreads. That I do remember in the very beginning here. And like when we have, what's her name, Anna, Sarah Polley, and she's works at the hospital, and then she leaves, and great top-down shots and stuff. There's some cool shots in this movie that I remember, not specifically, but what I've just seen, and the whole little neighborhood in the beginning here, it's cool. Yeah, I like already like how they handle this. It's like life is still normal. Like nothing's hit the fan yet. Like they hint at it when she's in the hospital and she's asking about that patient, and she says that she was taken up to ICU, and she says for a bite, and that's it. Like so, that's all that anyone knows right now. Everything is normal. Life is good. No zombies. All right. I really don't remember a lot of this because this is fucking awesome. Like I remember that had a great intro this movie, but with the girl, like when Anna's with her boyfriend or whoever the hell he is to her, and the girl's a zombie, and she comes in and just bites his neck and rips the skin out, and then he falls on the bed, and then like he only just a few minutes later or barely that he becomes a zombie again, and then she has to like trap herself in the bathroom. All of that is awesome. I totally forgot about this. Like this is definitely going to be an interesting watch for sure. But what a way to start this movie! I love how the daughter, if is that her daughter? I'm guessing, right? Or is it just a random girl from the neighborhood? Whatever. But right before she appears is when like the news broadcast comes on, but it doesn't say anything. But it just says it's a special broadcast, and we'll return to our services after. Cool. Like all of this is well, really good. Like I really don't remember a lot of this. That panning shot when she's looking like throughout the neighborhood, she looks like from the right on the street, and then she look at all the chaos that's going on. Awesome! What a great shot that is. Oh, that's right. I remember this is they're really fast. The zombies in this, like he's running after her in the car. Like I do like slower zombies, but I mean it's fine. I mean I really have to rewatch the 28 Days movies because I never liked those. Not they're not bad by any means. I just not for me. But maybe I should go back and watch those. But so far, God, this is much better than I remember. Like so much better. And I can't believe this movie is almost 20 years old. That's insane. That Dawn of the Dead remake is almost 20 years old. Wow. And you start hearing the news broadcasts and stuff and saying get to other locations, and awesome again like the top down shots of her car as she's driving the hell away from this place. Why would you want to be anywhere near here? So she's trying to get out, like awesome, and the cinematography is great. Like I remember that though. It's always been a good looking movie. It's such an overused fucking trope with someone gets in a car or they're trying to escape by car, or then they just hit a tree or crash into some shit like a minute and a half after driving away. I mean, it's fine, but I've seen this in so many movies. It's like you know when it's coming every single time. It's like, yeah, they're crashing this as soon as they get away from the threat. I don't know. You see it too. All right, let me say this right now too. The credit sequence is fucking amazing. I don't remember this at all. With then when they're interviewing I don't know who it is, some politician or mayor or president, who knows, the black dude, and they start saying, and the woman asks like, "Are these people alive or dead?" And he just responds like, "We don't know." And then Johnny Cash is when the man comes around kicks in. Now I'm not a Johnny Cash fan. I've never liked Johnny Cash, but I love that song. I remember when that song came out. Now I'm trying to think, did I first hear this song when this movie came out? But I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think I heard it before that. But it works so well with the opening of this movie, and then it's showing like all the clips of just society just collapsing all over the place. What a fucking intro, man. Like seriously, just for the opening of this movie, from the very beginning to the credits, end of the credits, this already went way up for me. Way up. If this keeps like going, this is going to be a huge reappraisal for me. Ving Rhames is such a boss, man. He ain't afraid of no damn water. All right, I've never really done this. Like a few times, I had to rewatch the credit sequence with Johnny Cash. That that credit sequence might have just like made my list of like some of the best opening credits in a horror film. Like it really did. Like wow, I can't believe I did not remember this whole opening. Like I'm ashamed. I of course though love that they kept it, the mall setting and everything to make it really feel like Dawn of the Dead instead of just any old zombie movie. And I really like the green colored lighting I've been seeing like throughout a decent amount at the beginning of this movie. Like nice, really looks good. So Anna and Ving Rhames runs into these three other people, and this one guy is like pointing a gun at him, and this other guy's like, "Yo, he's a cop, like don't shoot him." And then he says like, "Oh, I thought you were one of them." It's like, yo, this guy looks nothing like a zombie. Ving Rhames, he has not a drop of blood on him. He's walking like a total human being. Like this guy was just ready to kill these people for no reason. Also, can we take a quick little respite and just thank the original, Romero's Dawn of the Dead for not just everything we always do, but that we wouldn't have the Dead Rising games if it wasn't for Dawn of the Dead. And damn, are those fun games. I know already I preferred this movie for the gore and the blood. Because if you guys have heard my thoughts on Dawn of the Dead, that's a big gripe I have with it. Is that the fake ass bright red Italian blood. It works for me fine in Italian horror, but not in Romero's Dawn of the Dead. It just doesn't look right for me. Even though it's Savini, who's a fucking master, it doesn't look right. This is so much better. Like, infinitely better. Now, I forget who did the, effects for this movie. Was it Nicotero, Berger, and Kurtzman? I'm just guessing, but it wouldn't shock me at all. Because, I mean, they worked on the original. And they're just like the zombie guys at this point. So, I gotta look that up and see who did the effect. See, zombie knocks Ving Rhames into the fountain, and still, he ain't afraid of no damn water. He is, however, afraid of damn zombie. Man, remember KB Toys? Anyone on, like, the East Coast of the States? I don't know if it was anywhere else, but, like, it's not in the mall here, but, like, there was a toy store, and it just had, like, the letter B, and it reminded me of KB. It says nothing to do with the movie. But does anyone remember KB Toys? Man, that's some nostalgic stuff there. And then the security guards, they ain't letting them in, like, kindly. They're like, get the hell out of here. This is our mall. And, I mean, it sounds bad, but that would be me too. In that situation, you want as little of you as possible. and as big a space as possible that you can just make sure nothing can get in. Just find the smallest like locked room, I mean unlocked, that you can lock from the inside, and just hang out there. And just I would do the same thing. As cold as it sounds, I mean it's you got to survive. But they do end up like letting them in. But they are kind of dicks about it. So they still have TV broadcast going on. So there's still news coverage. So society hasn't completely crumbled yet, which is kind of the feeling you have in the original Dawn of the Dead. Like Night of the Living Dead feels like it just started, like right there, on the farm. Dawn of the Dead always felt like it was a little more into it, but not like on a huge global scale. Day of the Dead is when it was just like 400,000 zombies to one human being, like total takeover. So this seems like it's still kind of like Dawn, that this isn't like a complete like zombie overtake yet. Like it's still going on, and people still don't know what the hell is happening. Oh, that's right. I remember Tom Savini has a cameo in this, and he's on the news report, and he's saying just shoot him in the head, like they seem to go down permanently when you shoot him in the head. That's cool. I remember that. There's a lot of really cool shots in this movie, like some really inventive camera work. Can you imagine being on the roof and seeing a helicopter fly by and being so relieved, and it just flies on by? Oh man, that blows. That's like the worst, like hope and then rip away of hope. Oh, that sucks. The security guy, he just said, I don't want you guys wandering around and stealing stuff, and then locks them into a store. Are you fucking serious? This would never happen with me. If I was in that situation, there's no way you were locking me somewhere when there's zombies everywhere. Like this, it's non-negotiable. Negotiate. Fuck you guys. Negotiable. It's just not happening. Like, I'm surprised they agreed to that. Especially Ving Rhames is a cop. We got Ken Foree with a nice little cameo, fitting too, as he's like an evangelist on the TV, and then they say that they're going to be going off air. So like now, like systems are shutting down completely. Could you imagine trying to sleep during an event like this? Zombies all over the place, and you have to like fall asleep every night. Like that's so hard, man. Like that's impossible. I would not be able to sleep. I don't sleep normally, let alone when like zombies are on the earth and they can bite into your neck or rip you apart at any fucking moment. I really like the guy's conversation with Ving Rhames, the black dude who's going to be a father with the pregnant chick. Awesome. Like him just saying that he just wants to like have the opportunity to like, and he feels like he's here for a reason, and like to bring this baby into the world and give him like everything that he never had. Cool scene, great dialogue, like it. And then they take over the security guys. Perfect. Awesome. They just completely turn the tables on them, and I love that. But even though you want these people, this group to, survive, security people were right. Because they just bring in these people, and one of them is in a fucking wheelbarrow. Like, she's sick. She's bitten, and this is why this is not going to work out, because they try to be nice, and you can't be like that. You got to just survival of the fittest. Just look out for you and your group. That's it. Don't let anyone else inside. That sucks. And Ving Rhames earlier said that his brother was at Fort Pastor, and this group that they let in just came from there, and said it's a complete bloodbath. So like, now he's just thinking his brother's dead. That sucks. This poor dude Andy, the gun shop, I think, right, that he's on the roof of, and he's communicating with Ving Rhames. They can't let that fucker into the mall. Like, they're leaving him all alone there. They just let this group of people in. Why don't they let poor Andy in? Like, that's kind of dickish. Dude, that old wheelbarrow. Why can't I say wheelbarrow? Bitch who is sick, and then like when she dies, looks fucking creepy, man. Like her face looks creepy. Like cool effect. Yeah, I love when she puts the sheet over her, then she just slowly rises up in the background, and then Everyone freaks out, and she runs after Anna. I'm hoping this chick's name is Anna, now that I'm thinking about it, because I could be wrong, but they haven't mentioned her name in a while. But awesome. And then she stabs her through the eye, and she falls to the ground. Great, but now you learn your lesson. Don't let anyone else into this fucking mall, please. And yeah, damn right. Like Anna's, and that is her name, yeah. Thankfully. But she's saying, like, the other guy who has his who got a bite on his hand or something like that, gotta kill him. And she don't want to do that. She's like, are you serious? Like, we can't just kill this guy. And Ving Rhames agrees too. He's like, no, he's right. Like, we have to. And damn fucking right. Like, what's wrong with this woman? Like, seriously, come on. It's an effective scene though, and it's sad because you got his daughter there. That's like, and him saying that, like, I'm all she has. Like, she lost everybody else. We lost our whole family. Great scene. Then they got to quarantine the dad, and Ving Rhames just gets in the store and locks the door, like, behind him. So he's standing there with his gun for when this guy inevitably turns. And he says some shit, and he's dead. And then you hear Ving Rhames shoot him, which nice little homage to the original with the whole scene there. Dude, this is really going up for me. Like, on this rewatch. Like, this is much, much better than I ever remembered this being. So this is a great little surprise. The whole little montage set to some like uppity, like Dean Martin-esque like cover of Down with the Sickness by Disturbed. That's some funny stuff. Cool stuff. You know, I love that they're making a game out of this. This is what you got to do to pass the time. Are you serious? They were on the roof and they're playing with the guy across the way that for some reason they still won't let this fucker over there and just hang out with them. But they keep showing the cue cards of who to shoot, like of all the zombies in the crowd. And like one, like they wrote like Jay Leno, and it looked like Jay Leno a bit. And then like Burt Reynolds. That's funny. That's how you pass the time. All right, now how long in one location, a mall like this, with all these people, how long before everyone's fucking each other? And I forgot everything with Andre, you know, keeping it a secret that his girl was bit and that she's pregnant, and like I don't even remember what happens with that. Like, is there a zombie baby shit I don't remember from this movie? Let's see. Stay tuned. So the two security dudes, the white dude, I forget his name, and Ving Rhames going down with a generator because the power went out. Just nice tension in here. Like the green though, the green color lighting I was saying earlier, it gets a little overbearing now. Like it's a little too much green, like in this whole movie. But it's not like big, like a major distraction or anything. But it is getting a little much. It's an awesome scene, too, when it turns out that they think it's just the dog. And what a cute little dog. And, like, at least you know, like, it's nothing's down here because it would have eaten the dog. Then, like, the zombie that's missing his legs, like, just, like, hops at the security dude and rips out his neck. That's a great scene. And they light the zombies on fire and stuff. Cool fire stunts. But the gore, I mean, unless, like, in the end, like, they really up it, but it's alright. Like, it's nothing like Day of the Dead for me. Like, Day of the Dead is just fucking amazing with the practical effects and the kills in that movie. Some of my favorites ever. This is nothing near close to that. But it's still good. Yeah, there is a zombie baby thing, right? Because now Andre's girl just died and he shut her eyes and you see the baby push her through the stomach. Is there going to be like an alien chest burster that I totally forgot from this movie? And then she snaps back alive. And I don't know if he's just into like some kinky BDSM shit or like he thought ahead and said maybe I should tie her up. But good life decisions either way. Carousel is the toy store. That made me think of KB Toys. Just letting you know. Figured if you had that question burning inside you of which store made me think of it. And Andre loses his goddamn mind. Because the older woman comes to check on his girl. And he's holding the baby, says it's a girl, and then she sees the fucking zombie girlfriend throbbing. I'm not even sure what word I was looking for. Just running amok in the corner. And she's just like immediately about to shoot this thing in the head, as she should. And then he's like, "You trying to kill my family?" And he shoots the old lady, and the old lady shoots him, and chaos all over the place. Awesome. Dude, it is a zombie baby, and then they have to shoot it and kill it. Dude, how do I not? I don't remember this movie at all. Because that's some shit I would remember. Apparently, though, did not. And great idea, as usual, in a zombie situation. Get to an island. Always. Until we have the technology that we like master space travel. And that if like a zombie outbreak happens on a planet, we can just be like, all right, well, like up in peace from that planet and go to another planet that we have. But until then, go to an island. Or just get on a fucking boat and just like ride around on a cruise ship for a while. Yeah, you're gonna have to refuel, but I mean, do something. Get away from mainland. And that's what they decide to do here. After the dickhead, I don't know who this guy is. He just comes in and just sarcastically says shit, and then he just acts like a prick, and then he walks away. And he says, "Oh, we should just go to the marina and take my boat and like fly around on a boat." Whatever. And then they're like, "No, that's a good idea, actually." And he's like, "I'm kidding." Fucking guy, I hate this dude. Even Anna says it just now. Yeah, what a total dick. Yeah, he is. He's a fucking prick, this guy. Now, again, am I missing something? But Ving Rhames, again, when they decide they're going to go to the marina in a few days, says, "What, we got to get Andy. He's part of the group." Why is this fucker still not in the mall with them? Like, they couldn't have figured something out, get a long-ass ladder, put it between the roofs, like, have him climb across, like, anything to get Andy out of isolation. And I don't know. Maybe I missed something. Is he a paraplegic? He can't walk? Like, is there something like that? I don't think so. But it's just very strange to me that they're so close with this guy and they won't even try to get him like into the mall with them. Yeah, now they start thinking of this fucking guy, Andy. Too late, because now they're thinking, oh, he's starving. He's showing up signs. Hey, I'm fucking hungry, man. And Ving Rhames like, we got to do something. Like, this guy's a great shot, too. We got to take him with us. And yeah, because he's a great shot, he could save your ass. Like, now let's worry about Andy. You know who's been concerned about Andy this whole goddamn movie? Me. You know where the evidence is? The last 22 minutes. I've been worried about Andy this whole time. Nobody else. And then they send Chips, the dog, over there with a satchel, food. And like he goes into the door, Chips, and like they're like, he's doing it, he's doing it. And then the zombies just like grab him or something. Like they're saying that that they got him. And then there's just gunfire going off and everything. So the whole plan backfired, is what I'm trying to say. Chips is alive. But unfortunately, Andy's not. And he turns, that he starts killing the girl, the daughter, because she fucking went after Chips the dog. She risked her life for a dog. And she died like an idiot, because she's an idiot. So the guys head over there to, I guess, check if this girl's alive, possibly. She's fucking dead. She should be. But they go look, and there's a lot of cool stuff here. A lot of cool zombie effects. I could have sworn I saw a zombie that looks just like Bub from Day of the Dead. I could have sworn it's right after the main dude. I don't know why I don't know this guy's name still. Like the white guy. When he hops in the truck and says like through here, and then you see Ving Rhames shoot somebody like a zombie, and then there's like a Bub zombie. Like, tell me if he's in here, if you know this movie better. Like, I'm pretty sure that's like exactly looks like Bub. And they find Andy banging on the closet, and what's her name's alive. So, and so is Chips. I mean, come on. I mean, they should have been killed. I feel like it would have been more effective and more bleak, but that's just me. But when they blow Andy's face off, like, is that a part? Doesn't look that great. Like, you could tell it's touched up with CGI at least, but doesn't look that good. Like, again, compared to like Day of the Dead, the gore effects are just not that good in this movie. So then Discount Willie Nelson is getting dragged through the water by the dickhead security dude, and then this cool he's shooting at the zombies while he's getting dragged, and then they just start eating them, and he's like, shoot me, and they get shot in the head. It's cool. It's good the guy was useless, pretty much, that character, this whole movie. But then the zombies all make their way into the mall and stuff, and they get in the elevator in time, and then it's playing an instrumental version of "I'm all out of love, I'm so lost without you." That is fucking hysterical. And then the dickhead security guard is like, "I love this song." Funny, man. Like, that's some funny stuff. But that's another thing this one has on Romero's original, is that it's too goofy, the original Romero film. That's why it went down for me on this last rewatch when I covered the three of them. I don't like how comedic it is, and I forgot it was that comedic. This at least is, there's some stupid and funny shit in here, yeah, but it's a lot more serious, like, and like a lot more tragic, like with the whole thing with Andre and the baby, and the father when he has to get killed with the daughter's father. All of that so much darker than Romero's doing, for sure. You know, they're in like the trucks or whatever trying to get out of there, and the zombies are everywhere. And they're trying to get out, and then like trying to turn them over. So then this is kind of stupid when the security guy gets on the roof and he throws the propane tank, and one of the zombies catches it and he asks for the shotgun and he shoots it, and a huge explosion, and they're all fine. These people should be incinerated. Come on, like, that's a little stupid and over the top, but still fun and entertaining. Oh, when he when the older guy has the chainsaw because he's trying to deal with this one zombie like stuck on the back of the truck, and he like gets, because they're driving like crazy, and he like gets disoriented and he just chainsaws the blonde chick like right through the. That's fucking terrible, but that looks great. That effect looks good. Man, this has like been like a blind watch almost, because I don't remember almost any of this movie. Like, I'm really starting to like think, like, was I blacked out when I watched this? Like, something? Like, I don't remember a lot of this. And it's amazing. And it's gone way up for me. Like, this, I don't know, it was like 15 minutes left. This is probably, this might have just tied, if not went past Romero's Dawn of the Dead for me. Like, I don't want to say that 100%, but it really might have. Like, I might prefer this to Romero's. Like, as crazy as that is, I don't know. I'd have to stew on that, but God, this is very, very impressive compared to what I remember about this. I like that Anna gets to shoot Steve. He's the dickhead guy in the head when he turns. That's cool. She's like, I got him. Shoots him right in the head. She's hated him this whole movie, like we all have. They can be terrifying, fast zombies. But then, like, because I always think it's like, all right, they're dead. And, like, it's all tissue and shit is melting away, and some of them are, like, skeletal and stuff. Like, where do they have the muscles to be able to run like this? And, like, it makes no sense. I mean, it doesn't matter, but that's just what I think when I see fast zombies. That's why the slow ones work better for me. It makes more sense. Like, these things are decaying like fucking human flesh and bone and everything and stuff. And, like, look how we see zombies in a lot of things nowadays. Like, look Walking Dead. They can just be half bodies and still fucking walking around. It's like, I don't know. But the whole fast moving zombie thing, it could be scary, but it's just not for me. But it's fine here. It's not like, oh, but like, too many cuts. I'll say that. Like, just every, like, 2 seconds is just cut, 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 cut. Really, really fast cutting here. That I don't really care for. But, I don't know. This really went up. And unfortunately, the poor dickhead security guard will not be joining them on their quest to find an island, because he's fucking dead. Michael, that's the main guy's name. I should have known fucking an hour and a half ago. But that sucks, man. That, like, he can't go. That he got bit and shit. That sucks. Like, I like that though for a choice for the ending here, because fucking Anna just loves this guy. Like, and it's effective. Like, they could have easily made him as the main dude here, in the cast just survive this, and they didn't. So I respect that. I like that. Yep, and Michael shoots himself, and that's it, man. Like much more of a bleak ending than the original Dawn of the Dead. I gotta say, and I've said it a few times, but again, I want to stew on it a little, but this might have just went up over Romero's for me. Like I can't believe I like underrated this movie as much or didn't remember it. Like this was absolutely excellent, and I've always known that. Like I mean, remember it's an excellent remake. I don't remember it being this fucking good. So this was a great rewatch for sure. So yeah, guys, wherever you're from, hope you're having a good morning or night. I will talk to y'all soon. Take care. Bye.